friends, this is Stephanie of Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 65. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my yarny adventures in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you deserve to, and enjoy what I have to share. So last weekend I did not record anything. I ended up getting a stomach bug last weekend. It took me down. And I didn't touch yarn for 3 days. 3 whole days. I think on day 3 I was going through a little bit of withdrawal. But I just didn't have the energy in me to do anything. So, yeah, I didn't touch yarn for 3 days. And I feel like I worked since I last shared with you guys, I feel like I've worked on more things when I had to share. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but if I am, oh well. I'll just show you the next time, right? I do have one finished object to share with you today, which I'm very excited about. But what else have I been working on? So I have in this bag here, it's a 31 bag because all my project bags are in use. And, you know, I finished some projects over the past few weeks. I still haven't cleaned out those bags because I'm trying not to start anything new because my whip pile is out of control. And there's some old lingering whips that I want to dig back out. So I want to get a bunch of the ones I am actively working on done and out of the way. So I can start some new ones and bring out some of those old ones. So in this bag is my corner to corner plaid blanket. So this is it so far. It did get some love. This is my easy peasy mindless blanket on the days that I don't feel like putting much thought into what I'm working on, or I work on this with my knit net girls because we're too busy talking. I shouldn't be focusing on anything that requires lots of attention. So this is my easy blanket. I always try to have one of these going. But this technique here is a corner to corner join as you go technique. It's on Fiber Spider's YouTube channel. And I think there's like 4 or 5 videos on showing how to do this from square one and the techniques of adding each square. Awesome tutorial. And I'm using that technique to make the plaid effect. And I lost my train of thought. But yes, so what I like about this is I've run into issues where I have so much yarn, I want to make a blanket, and you're trying to make sure that your width is proportionate to your height and stuff like that. What I like about this is I have X amount of yarn, to say the least. You can always buy more, but sometimes it's just like discontinued yarn, you know, you only have so much. So what I like about this is I can add a square. Once you finish a square and you start your next one, you can add it wherever you want. So I can put one here at the top, and I can put one here. You can go in any direction that you want to add your squares. And that's what I like about it. So I like to go up and over so much to, you know, get to the size I want and use up the yarn I need. So that's what I like about this. Now, I have some other colors that I have purchased in the past that I want to make some plaid blankets out of. So I'm hoping to be able to do that as well too. Once I get this one done, of course, but just to have one going, easy. Once you watch the tutorials and figure out how to add it, super easy, you're good to go. So I'll definitely link that down below, but love this technique. Now these colors, these were inspired by the one owl that I did for the Attack of the Amigurumi. The owl body was a plaid color, and I used these colors, and I just felt inspiration from the color combo that I had to make a blanket out of it. So therefore I went and purchased more of this red color to do that. This color here is one of my favorite dark reds, and I want to get more because I have other plans to use with this red, which I'm pretty sure I said it in other videos. The to put it with the taupe in white because it matches my bedroom. But let me show you the yarn. It is Big Twist Value. This is the color Wine. It's 100% acrylic for medium, and there are 380 yards. I just love this red color. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I want to get some more of that. And the pink I'm using is also Big Twist in light rose, and of course white. So that color combo is going to make that blanket there. Very excited about it. Yes. Not so fun part is all the ends. But if you keep up with them, like I don't, as you're going, it's not so bad. But I get through spurts where, like, okay, I'm going to weave an end as I go. But then other nights when I'm working on a project, I'm like, I just don't feel like doing the ends right now. So then I save them for later, and sometimes they get added up because I get more in that mind frame that I don't feel like weaving in ends. But that's okay. It's not horrible, but it's not bad either. So we'll see. I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to see it growing, and it'll have more of the plaid effect once I get moving along here. So there's that. The other thing that I'm working on is my Atakame Amigurumi 2022. I'm still doing February. It's about mid-March, I believe. But I'm still working on February. That's okay, because I made the decision to make 2 of them for February, and that's what's slowing me down. It's okay. I'll get it done. I hope. So the pattern I'm using is by Grayson Yarn. I'll be sure to link it down below. It's a free pattern of a llama. And like I said, I decided to make 2 of them. And the one, hold on, it's all in this bag here. This is my amigurumi bag. All right, so the original one that I went with is made of this yarn here. I love this yarn. For medium, 100% acrylic, 355 yards. This is the colorway Linen. This is the main body color. And then for the accent parts that I need, the color is Big Twist and the color Taupe. So I have almost all the parts for this one done. So here is the body. That's where the taupe comes in. This is the body. So you work the legs with the body. You make one leg and then you start the other leg and then you join the 2 legs together up to the neck. Then you make the head. And then I have the snout. And then I have left to make is the ears and the arms and attach and put on my face. So I'm getting there. The ears don't take long at all. The arms don't take long at all either. So assembly sometimes takes me a while. I'll explain here in a little bit. Why? Because, like I said, I had 2 amigurumis going, and I finished one of them. And what I usually do when I make 2 amigurumis of the same, I make the parts at the same time. So I make the body, like for that one, I made the body. I did the linen colored one, and then I did the multicolored one. And I make the head. I did one, and then I'll do the other. And then I make the ears. Well, when I was doing the multicolored one, I just kept going with it. And then I had all the parts made, and then I assembled it yesterday. So, because I had a Yarny day with my local Yarny friend. So that was a lot of fun. And I couldn't decide what project I wanted to take to her house to work on. So I'm like, I don't know. I messaged her. I'm like, I don't know what to take. And she said, bring a couple. And then once you get here, you know, you can work on one and then the other, whatever you're feeling. She's like, so that way, you know, you can see what you feel like working on. I'm like, that's a good idea. So I took my amigurumi and I took my plaid blanket down, and I ended up working some on this amigurumi. I was working on the head, and I had all the parts to my multicolored one done. And I decided I just wanted to assemble it. So I spent the rest of our time together assembling. So it was a lot of fun. But I'll show you my finished one here. I was going to wait and show you, but I'm just going to do it now. So here is my finished llama. Oh, look at her. Isn't she so pretty? And I made a little flower. In the pattern, there's a little flower, too, that you can make to attach. But it's got a tail. Look how cute she is. And I made her a scarf. There, in the pattern, there's a scarf as well, too. I wasn't going to make the scarf, but I decided to. And I made the scarf, and I didn't grab the yarn. I love this yarn in soft pink. So I made the scarf in the flower because there's pink in her. And it almost matches it in some areas, but it's not perfect. So it sticks out a little bit, but I think it was perfect. So I wasn't sure about this yarn. So here, let me tell you about the yarn. It is, I love this yarn print in the color Belladonna. It's 100% acrylic, 252 yards. So this is what's left of this game. And I saw these colors and I was like, I kind of want to make a llama. And I wasn't sure because I was already getting a late start to February. But I just really wanted to make a llama out of that yarn. So I did. And so, you know, that's why I'm not behind, but I feel like I'm behind. But anyways. Excuse me. I gotta get a drink. Anyways, where was I? Oh, so like I said, I make the parts both at the same time, but once I started her head, I just kept going with all the parts because I was so close to being done. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, so about the variegated. So I haven't made an amigurumi with variegated yarn that I recall before, so I was really not sure how I was going to like it because I was letting the skein do what it does. Okay, I was just letting it flow through. So of course my legs didn't match. I mean, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about that because I have a little bit of OCD about things matching like that. But I just rolled with it. And once I started assembling her, I was like, this is perfect. Like, this yarn was meant to be this llama. So, yeah, I think she turned out very, very cute. And now, the part that took me the longest. Now, to make the parts and stuff, it really didn't take that much time. But yesterday when I was assembling her, I spent a lot of time on these eyes. Look at these eyes. I spent a lot of time on those eyes. Because, of course, we got to do the soft eyes per my daughter's request. Not request, but my daughter's advice, I should say. So, we did the soft eyes. But when I'm embroidering them on, to get them to match on both sides is not the easiest thing that I can do. And that's what I want to work on as well, too, with my amigurumi skills, is getting better at putting these facial features on. Because I spent a long time on those eyes, taking it out, trying it again, taking it out, trying it again. But once I get those eyes and they're perfect like this, it makes it worth it. And I think she is beautiful. She's got a little scarf that can come off. And I have plans for this one. I think for this one, I'm going to make a tie. I don't know if I'm going to do a bow tie or a long tie. I haven't decided yet. But I think I'm going to do tie. If I come up with something between now and then, I'm not sure, but that's the plan right now. But yeah, so I wanted to get my llamas done so I could start on my March theme, which is black and white animals. And I have all the details on my Facebook. I won't rehash it to all those details. But yes, we're doing black and white animals. I'm doing a cow by Jess Huff, which is a free pattern on her website. So I'm going to do that. And I want to get it started. So I'm very excited about this llama. I think it is so cute. But very, very proud. So for March, for the giveaway, if you do a black and white animal, you get entered into a giveaway for a skein of Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the color Violet. It's 100% acrylic, 4 medium, 482 yards. And I think that might make a really cute amigurumi, this gorgeous purple color. I did a unicorn in the coral color, which turned out very, very cute. So love, love, love. And there'll be a stitch marker on there too. I need to make stitch markers. I've been very far behind on things over the past few weeks, months, maybe. But I'm out of stitch markers in my little stash, so I need to make some more. But there'll be one on there before it gets sent out, I promise. So I gotta do that. My list of to-do is getting extensive. But yes. Very, very proud. And this is why I did this challenge, is to perfect my amigurumi skills. And I hated doing amigurumi. Hated, hated, hated. But now, after doing the challenge, I love doing it because the amount of pride I have in making this is just, I love it. So I want to keep doing the amigurumi. Maybe I'll make him a scarf. Maybe I'll make this one a scarf. I don't know. Maybe a blue scarf? I don't know what I want to do yet. But a tie would be really cute too. The wheels are turning. So my cat's giving me her input. I don't know if you can hear her because she's over in the room. But she's over there trying to make it known that she's in our presence. And now she's sitting there staring at me. Anyway, very, very proud of this. Yeah, so what else? Well, now that I've talked extensively long about my llama, the other thing that I worked on that has gotten quite a bit of attention from me is my next design. That was in timeout, if you remember, for quite some time. I put a lot of progress on this so far. I didn't put a stitch marker, like a progress keeper, but if you guys remember my one episode that I shared this last, it's made quite a difference. So it's working out the way I want it to. What I'm after here is that texture. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think you can. There you go. That texture is what I'm after in this. It's nice and long. It went in timeout for a little bit because my increases weren't working out and they weren't doing what I wanted it to do. This shape is exactly the vision that I had. And I'm using this yarn here. I'm almost done with one little skein. And I'll be digging into this skein to finish it off. It's the Yarn Bee Urban Chick. 78% acrylic, 22% of cotton. 275 yards. I won't use this whole thing. But what I'm visioning my design to be in is this yarn here, which matches my shirt. And this is Yarn Bee 44th Street. It is a size 3 light, 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide, 540 yards. You cannot frog this stuff. Because of the halo on there, it's non-froggable. I've tried. Why I tried, I'm not sure, but I did. So I'm making it in this that's froggable to, but it's turning out really cute in this color though. Like, I really like this. So now this is also a 3. It's a little bit thicker, but not by much. It's also 3 light. So there's a difference there. So it's not going to be exactly the same size, but the concept that I'm going for is here. I may adjust a little bit in length before you come to this peak here, just to make it a little bit longer, but it's also very stretchy. And yeah, I'm very proud of this. So the shape I want is here. And then I start decreasing, and I was a little bit worried about what it was going to do, like if it was still going to work out, and it is. And I'm very excited. I had no issues once I started my decrease rounds. So this is like a shawlette scarf. That's my intentions kind of thing. So I'm hoping to be done with handwriting the pattern soon, hopefully within the next couple weeks. So then I'm going to then type it up and then make it again in this yarn, make any tweaks that I need to make, and then hopefully it'll go off to my testers, and then it'll be out for everybody else to enjoy. I'm not putting a time frame on it because I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put the pressure on myself, because I'm loving the design process. I'm really, really enjoying it. And to put pressure on myself as deadlines, I don't want to lose my excitement for designing. So I'm not putting a deadline on myself. I know last year I said I wanted to release 4 patterns. I don't think I put a number to release this year. I'm just going as I wish. So I know some designers have multiple designs going on at once. I have one at a time, so it can get more focus and attention. I have a idea for another shawl wrap thingy. I don't know how to explain it. I have another idea. And then I think I'm going to do, there's a couple ideas I have for blankets. I'm hoping once I get that experience with that designing, excuse me, I would like to maybe dabble in some designing of some amigurumi. I'm not sure. I feel very intimidated by it right now. I think it's because I'm still working on my amigurumi skills. So I feel a little intimidated to be designing an amigurumi. But, you know, we'll see what happens after these other ideas that I have are done. We'll see where I'm at. I'm getting so dry. Goodness. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm having lots of fun. Never thought I would be designing in a million years. For as many years as I've been crocheting, never thought I would design. But here we are, working on our 3rd design pattern ever. So excited. And I just keep like moving it around because I love this yarn that I'm using. It's very nice, and the texture is, that's what I love, like, is this texture. So I'm very excited about it. I cannot wait to get it into this yarn here because this color is what I visioned. And this 44th Street yarn is, you can still purchase it, and they have some gorgeous colors, and I have a couple in my stash. So I'm hoping to make a couple of them in this, because once you get going, it's not that hard. So we shall see. Oh, I'm so excited. Lots of fun things happening. Like I said at the beginning, I feel like I've worked on other things, but like when I was getting ready to record, I'm like, I don't know what I worked on. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a long year. So much has happened this year so far, and it's only March. So, put her in the spotlight for a little bit longer. Yeah, so I feel like I've worked on other things. I just don't know what. So I was sitting where I have all my Webson stuff, and I'm like, I didn't work on that. I didn't work on any of that. And I was putting everything together to start recording. I'm like, I feel like there's more. I just don't know what. So, whatever. It is what it is. I do have some other projects that I'm doing with Crochet Creations by Christy. Her and I just did a no filter fibercast not too long ago. So I do have those projects that you only see on our no filter fibercast. I think we're going to record again at the end of the month or beginning of April, something like that. We always figure it out like that week. But I have projects for that show that we do together that I'm also working on. So I still have a lot of things that I'm working on. But this is all I had to share today. And look at it. I think I'm going to name her Lily the Llama. What do you guys think? Lily the Llama? So that's all I had today. I'm just babbling at this point, letting Lily have her moment of screen time again. So I think that's all until next week. Hopefully nothing happens next weekend where I can't record. My intentions are to record every weekend, bring to you guys some things, some Yarny goodness, but hopefully nothing happens. There will not be a Knitting Machine Shenanigans episode this week. I really didn't get anything out. I did do a sample for the next gnome theme that I'm going to do. But I really haven't, and all the tubes I put together, I haven't finished them. So I don't think it's worth recording for. So hopefully life gets back to somewhat of a normalcy, and I'll have one of those episodes coming out hopefully next week. So we shall see. So until next time, remember to keep that yarn running through his fingers, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.